Here's my proposal on how to operate the Junior Engineering Day in DCC. So first we have two tablets. This is the Mountain Operator tablet, and here we have a Valley Operator tablet. And this is a prototype of a hardware throttle made with a potentiometer and Arduino that connects to USB to the tablet. This is going to work. First, trains are on three locations. They are either waiting at the passenger station, so here we have our two trains for track 1 and the two trains for track 2. This one is waiting at the passenger station and it's ready to be picked up by the junior engineer kid of the day. And this train is the backup train, which is stopped at the valley. So the mountain operator can only control the trains who are waiting at the station for pickup. So the way it works is that the mountain operator basically has a kid which train passenger are afraid to use. So let's say we pick up passenger, so we click here, and this now is green, it's running. That means controlled by the hardware throttle, by the junior engineer. And if I do this, here we can do this. So if we do this, we can see when I move the potentiometer, it moves the throttle here. And that will change the speed of the train, so that's the kid controlling it. And it's only acting on the train which is currently running. There can be only one, of course. So here we have a throttle controlling this train. One thing I did add is that there is emergency stop button. When it's pushed, the throttle is disabled and the train is set to speed 0. So basically if it derails, we can always stop the train right away. I'll just push this to remove it. So at the end of the run, we release the train by basically sending it to a valley, which is this one here, this button. So to understand what it does, we need to look at the valley operator side. Okay, now here we see the valley operator tablet. The layout is somewhat similar. We have our two trains on track 1, two trains on track 2. I reset the state so both trains are waiting at the station, and these two trains are waiting at the valley. On the mountain operator side, when we start the train selected by the junior engineer, this train becomes running, and if we look at the throttle here, we can see it's controlled by the junior engineer. We can see here the value of the speed. If I change it changes on this side too. So this way the valley operator can see the speed of the train. And at the end of the run, when the mountain operator presses the send to valley button, like this, two things happen. First, the train changes from junior engineer to valley. And it says here, you have to bring it back, press 3 to select. It was already selected, so we don't see a change. So now the valley operator is going to use this throttle here to change the speed of the train, and it's going to basically move it to the valley, and then when it's done and stopped, it's keeping it there. In between we have a second backup train, this one. We are going to move it to the station. Same, you use the controls here, you add some speed, and when you're done you stop it. And at the end, when it stops and it's where you want, or you can reverse here if you do reverse, or forward, and stop. And these buttons control like the lights and the sound. So at the end, when the train is in front of the passenger station where you want it, you press station here. What this does is that it releases control from the valet operator, and on the other side the mountain operator cannot start it. Some other options I've put here, so we can change the address of the train, so you can change the number right away and it will be reflected on the other tablet, and you can change the description. Here we have a description for the track, and we have a description for each train, which is just a reminder to know which train is which without having to look at the numbers. So if we look back at the mountain operator tablet, okay, so now we are looking at the mountain operator tablet. We had the train number 3, which controlled by the hardware throttle by the junior engineer. At the end of the run, we press the send to valet button, so that the valet operator can take control of it. In between, the valet operator is moving the second train here to the station, and when it's done, you press station button, and this is going to change when now it says start. So this is stopped at the passenger station and it's ready to be picked up for the next run. So the next run, we have this train which is ready and this train which is ready, and we'll select which one we want. So this is a summary of my setup. To finish, I'm going to demonstrate it again. So in this case, say we select the freight train, so the mountain operator says start here. We control the throttle here. Okay, let's go super fast or something. That's going to be a better hardware one after, of course. At the end of the in-between, while the key displaying with this one, the valet operator here can select the next train, and he can bring it to the passenger station. It's going around, it stops it, you put it in station mode, controlled by station, so just waiting. And notice he cannot control it anymore. And now here it's white, it's ready. And now when the run is finished, we say send to valet. That says, okay, now the number 4 is going back to the valet. The valet operator has to take care of it, and we are ready to move with the next one. So the valet operator in this case is going to select train 4. It's going to be, I don't know, going super fast or something. I have to fix that. So anyway, it's taking it back to the valet, and then it's at the valet stops it, so like this, and then you stop. In between, the mountain operator selects the next train, so let's start this one. This one is started, so the valet operator can take this one and bring it to the passenger station, stop it, move it in station mode, and here it's available. And here we finish the run, send to valet, and now it's going to be the turn to pick up this one, and etc, etc. So both tablets are synchronized over the Wi-Fi network, and they are both controlling the computer, which controls the NC, which is connected to the NC Power Pro. Voilà, that's the summary of my setup.